Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We're going to do an unboxing today of something new to me, but I want to say it came out a couple years ago now. This is Triumph of Chaos version 2. This is the new, like I said, new-ish deluxe edition from Clash of Arms, and it has just arrived. And it is in a extra-sized box. I'm not sure what the dimensions on this box are, but it's definitely bigger than normal. It'll fit on my shelves with no problem. And I could tell already it's got that sort of textured finish on it. So let's open her up and see what we get in this new to me and deluxe game. So typical box texture that I'm seeing out of Clash of Arms for the last few years. I don't really buy that many Clash of Arms games, not because I don't like them, but because a lot of their output is Labatt, which I'm explicitly not into. So, but I've seen the games, and they all have this nice textured finish, so it's pretty nice. The box opens very neatly. Okay, we have a literal mess in here. Okay, so we have, all right, so we have 4 packs of cards. We have a variety of bits and bobs, all of which are spilled out into the box. Okay. So we have these barrels, which I think represent supplies for obviously the reds and the whites. This is a game on the Russian Civil War. And the cubes, I think, represent just location possession. So let's extract everything from the box except for the bits and bobs. So we have this packet of stuff, which includes counter sheets. Okay. But then there's more counter sheets. And the counter sheets are very well punched, it looks like. We have 2 maps, which I'll show you at least part of. We have let's look at the counter sheets and the maps last. I've of course seen the pictures here, and I am pretty impressed with the component quality. I've also looked through the rule book, and at least electronically, I find this rule book kind of a pain to have to paw through. But it may be better with a tactile physical rule book. Looking at it, it doesn't look quite as bad or grating, and that's just a personal thing. So let's try to be organized here. And when the contents of the box came out disorganized, it kind of threw me. Okay, so we have this white reinforcements card. Now I am aware that some copies of this are missing the red reinforcements card, so I will have to contact. And it looks like that's the case here. I'll have to contact Clash of Arms should that be the case. And I have had to do that in the past with screwed up components, and they've gotten it right to me, oh no, here's a red reinforcement card. I'll have to check that. All right, so we have our white and red reinforcements cards and faction reinforcements. Part of the game system is that you have all these other factions that you vie for influence on. I won't say quite control of, because that's not quite what it represents. The system itself, and the designer David Doctor has talked about this, Fateful Days, the Marne. So here we have a postcard game about the Marne. This is something I will not do anything with. It's essentially using the Paths of Glory system. Okay, so here we have an 11 by 17 card. This is the faction control display. So you basically push counters back and forth on this. And the factions might represent internal factions or external factions, like the Machno, for example, or the Czech Legion, or France, the USA, and Britain. And sometimes, if those are pushed one way or the other, they can contribute actual forces. So this looks like a really neat game. I've had the game highly recommended to me by a number of people now. Here's an ad for Amateurs to Arms and Wings of the Motherland. I don't really know what this is about. I'd actually be curious to see this thing at this point. We have a player's aid. Okay, selected game mechanics and combat tables and mechanics. So this looks like a A little odd form factor, but kind of a handy player's aid. Here is an ad for not Clash of Arms stuff. Turning Point Simulations, which I've heard good things about some of their products, but I don't personally own any. Oh, that's not true, actually. I do have one or two of the Against the Odds magazine games, but I haven't tried to play any of them. So, and here's their sort of plastic boxed product line. All right, so. And again, remember, we also have this big bag of things here. The black little sticks are to kind of show you where the front lines are, because it's a point-to-point game, and that can become visually confusing. Okay, so we have the rule book and the supplement. Now, in this case, I think what we really mean here are rule book and playbook. The rule book is all rules, and it doesn't contain all the rules. It's 32 pages, kind of a satin finish. Reasonably heavy paper. It feels good quality. I have had very few complaints about component quality from Clash of Arms in recent years, to be completely honest about it. And then the supplement, which does contain the political rules, also 32 pages, same type of paper stock, pretty much black and white. The rule book is color. Looks like the supplement here is black and white. So I am looking forward to getting this to a table, but thinking about it, it's going to be a little difficult for me to do that because it is a 2-map game, and it's a card-driven game, of course, and you have 2 different decks. You have the red deck, the white deck. There's a deck of leaders and a political deck. And exactly how, with Rasputin on it, and exactly how that shakes out, I'm not sure yet, but I really do want to play this. So counter sheets. We have 3 counter sheets, and as in Paths of Glory, we have basically 2 sizes of military unit counters. You have these what look like 1/2 inch by 1 inch counters to represent armies, and we have regular 1/2 inch counters representing corps. But looking at it, well, they're not 1/2 inch. They look like 5/8 actually. So they're all bigger counters, and these are on a sort of light brown core stock that feels reasonably heavy. Like I said, I'm pretty pleased with the component quality of this, and unlike many of these things that I complain about when I unbox them, I'm not going to have any problems getting all this back in the box. I'm going to be able to get 2 counter trays and all this stuff back in this box with no issue whatsoever. So let's look at one of the maps. Now, I've seen graphics of the maps. The graphics of the maps or internet pictures of the maps do not do them justice because, as usual for Clash of Arms, they're on a really nice sort of textured paper. And I see I have chosen the boring side of the map to do. And this covers all of Russia, all of Imperial Russian territory, clear over. You can't see it from here, but there's like a track of off-map boxes that go clear over to Vladivostok. Not sure who the map artist is on this, but it's a very attractive and well-done looking map. And it's another one of those things where it looks really good and easy to read when you see it more so than when you look at pictures of it on the internet. Like, in a lot of pictures, these links between the different point-to-point nodes are hard to see, and on the physical map, they really aren't. And we do have some tables and holding boxes on the maps. Definitely something I'd put in plexiglass. So I am not going to be able to put this all back in the box right this second. So because there has been some kind of mishap whereby the contents of the boxes come apart. So Triumph of Chaos, second edition, deluxe edition from Clash of Arms. I think this was a 2018 release. Looking forward to getting this to the table. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I like the core system. So hopefully we'll be able to do that pretty soon. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel and click the little bell icon to get notified when new content comes out. If you'd like to support Ardwulf Lair, please share the videos and content around on social media or click on the Patreon link in the video description. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy wargaming.